Welcome back, world. It's your boy Big Cook. I'm about to drop these diamonds on you. I'm about to teach you 5 ways to build wealth. What I'm going to do is explain the 5 steps in order that you must follow. It's very vital that you follow these 5 steps in order to achieve wealth. Step 1. Step 1 is you want to become disciplined. Step 2, you want to create a budget. Step 3, you want to attack debt. Step 4, you want to invest. Step 5, you want to be different and you want to remain humble so that you can give like nobody else. So let me go into breaking these things down so that I can further elaborate on them. So step 1, on being disciplined, you have to really sacrifice things that you not already sacrificing. But that is why we are in the same position we're in since we've been receiving and making money. We never gave up these sacrifices. In order to achieve success in the pursuit of happiness, you have to give these up. Being disciplined is basically buying in. You got to buy in and know that you want to do better for yourself financially. Setting those financial goals, achieving those financial goals, milestones at a time, and then eventually hitting that big goal by becoming, debt free. Then you can really do what you want to do. Staying on track and staying the course is also part of being disciplined. You must do that. If you don't do that, you're going to be wasting your time and you're going to be going down the same rabbit hole that you're going down now. I was in the same boat until I really focused in and really chimed in on what I'm doing and really paid attention to what I was doing. Stayed the course. I began to build wealth. So step 2, building and creating a budget. You have so many Excel trackers out there right now that you can go and pull from the internet and create you a budget tracker. 9 times out of 10 in today's modern day, your USAAs or whatever bank account that you have, they have a budget planner and a budget tracker that you can go and download for free. I recommend go to them, use them. Put everything from your groceries, everything from what you like to do, eat out. But if you see that is the stuff taking the majority of your money, you need to retract from those things. You need to get away from those things. Because building that budget, it lets you know all your income, where it's going, who you spending it with, and who you spending it on. Attacking the debt is the most important part. Why? Because 95% of Americans are in debt. That 5% that's not, they're the wealthy ones. Or they're the ones that's really doing well for themselves. That upper middle class. The reason why you want to be debt free and attack that debt is you can't really get out of paying everybody off until you're debt free. So if you one of those that like to go to the movies, you want to be debt free before you can do that. It's not saying that you stop all fun things in life. It's just that you want to be sending all your income to debt. Get out of that first. Then you can establish yourself an emergency fund, because you never know what life may throw you. You may have a breakdown. Your tire might blow. But if you don't have no money to go towards that problem that life has created, you never can get ahead. So I recommend getting debt free. That's why I say in step 5, you have to be different. You have to remain different in order to continue down that path and stay disciplined to building wealth. So back to clearing out debt. We all have credit card loans. We all have home mortgages. We all have student loans. We all have these installment loans that we go to through our banks when we think that we don't have enough money because we still want to do things and we don't make that kind of money to be paying it off. So we're always paying money back to whoever we owe. Paying off debt is as simple as this: if I owe $1,000 and I'm being charged 10% interest, for every $100 that I don't pay off, they're gonna tack on $10 every month. Why? Because they're gonna charge the principal. Interest is paid always towards the principal. That principal balance, meaning that whatever that remaining balance is that you still owe, that is what you pay interest on. It's no different than your mortgage payment. That's why the mortgage payment is the most important part. But you kind of want to attack that debt last. Why? Because it's the largest debt that we'll ever have in life, ever. I don't care if your mortgage is $150,000 for that home. You're not gonna go get another loan bigger than that. It just don't happen. So let's use something as a credit card. If I have a $2,000 credit card and I've maxed it out, and the interest rate on it is 15%, until I pay down that zero balance, I'll always get charged that 15% towards that principal. So if I continue to pay that $30 minimum fee, say take $30 from $2,000, that's $1,970. The credit card company is gonna tack on 15% to that $1,970. You will never get out of debt paying that minimum fee. So what we have to do is change our mindset on how we attack debt. Dave Ramsey, Chris Bogue, they all have these theories. The snowball effect. The snowball effect is awesome. You will attack the smallest debt first, and then end with the largest debt last. But you'll be having so much more money go to the largest one by attacking the smallest one first, because they're out of the way. And once you finish off paying off any kind of debt, you in that, especially if it's a credit card. You get the biggest scissors you can find and cut that card up and throw it away. You never want to see that card again. Step 4, beginning to invest. This is when you are disciplined, your budget is set, you are debt free. Now you can invest. Investing is very key in building wealth. The stock market. For those that are already on step 4, comment below and I'll create a video so I can drop more diamonds on you. Because y'all are where you want to be. You may not know about investing. So there's different types of investment. You have the stock market, you have Roth 401ks, you have 401ks, you have RAs, you have ETFs. ETFs are a part of the stock market. They call exchange traded funds, which something simple like a mutual fund. A mutual fund can be something like equity, like an Apple stock. Apple stock, I think Apple right now is probably $132 as per today on the stock market. If that's $132, you buy 2 shares, multiply 2 times 132. That's something you have 2 shares of Apple, but it's going to cost you that much. An ETF is simple as, just use $100 for an example. A $100 ETF, I just use something like VGT, but I know that's not $100. It's more like $300 something, but it's so much so diversified. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have all these different technology companies that you're invested in. So if you want to learn more about ETFs and the stock market, comment below. Step 5, remaining to be different and remaining to be humble. So being different is continue down the path that you've been on. You're not going to get credit cards because you don't want to pay them anymore. You've been saving that much money. You like your money. All your money is your money. You want to remain to be different. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. You can go on vacations. You can possibly buy that dream home that you've been waiting on if you haven't already. Because at that point, who knows, you might have been renting. But now you're saving for enough money to go get your own home. It's nothing like building a nest egg because it puts you in the driver's seat. By you being in the driver's seat, it allows you to do so much more. Last but not least is being humble. Being humble is it's difficult because you're at that point where you think you made it and you can easily go back down the rabbit hole, go back down to overspending, trying to show off and keep up with the Joneses. If you see somebody get a new car, it's just so human like for us to say, I think it's time for me to get a new car, and it's not. You know, by you having a car paid off, that's the best thing in the world because the average car payment right now is $535. But not having those car payments and continuing to build wealth, your money is all your money. You continue to invest and you'll build a nest egg. And retirement is not an age. Retirement is actually, it's a mindset. You can retire at the age 40. You don't have to wait till you're 55 and 60 and 65 when Social Security is knocking on your door. You don't have to do that. If you can follow these steps, you can do it early. So, bonus for my fans and for my viewers. For those of y'all that have never had $5,000, here's a moment to be humble. I challenge you to put up $100 every week. Put it in your savings account. Do it for 1 year. If you can do it for 1 year, that right there puts you on a pedestal of being disciplined. Because at the end of that year, you should have $5,200. Why? Because there's 52 weeks in a year. So if you can do that, that's discipline. I challenge you that. I challenge you, if you have more, invest $200. That way you have $10,400. It's so many people in my family that has never had $10,000 at one time, yet alone in his own account with a whole nother account of your money in it. So I challenge you, let's start off with the basics. Until next time, I am going to, from this point forward, do financial videos. I will go a lot more in depth. My next one will be stocks. And then my next one I'm going to break down and go into mortgages. I have two homes, one paid for and one that's not. So good thing that I don't have one paid for because I'm going to use my amortization to break down how you can save or take away 8 years off your 30-year mortgage plan by simply adding $20 to your principal every month. Tune in. Till next time, your boy Big Cook, dropping down.